Finally out rucking again, well, filming it anyway. I've been going out at least once or twice a week, but it seems to always be raining, so it's never been a good time to get my phone out and film a little video. But today it's not raining, so still training twice a week, the boxing. Haven't been lifting weights much, haven't been able to fit it in, but still getting a couple of rucking sessions in each week as the base and foundation to my endurance. Probably going to be competing in an amateur boxing bout again, or a white collar bout, one or the other. So it's important to really get my cardiovascular fitness up as high as possible to be able to cope with the intensity, and just to also have the endurance to get through the boxing sessions and just be fit in general. And I struggle with running because when I run it seems to put a lot of impact on my knees, and then if I can't run because I hurt myself, I'm not going to be able to cope with any of it. So still using rucking as my main way to keep fit, really. And rucking is the thing that fits in. It's the ultimate training, I think, for sort of busy men, 30s, 40s, 50s guys that don't have the time they used to have to be able to go out on long runs. And for me, like, I'm 36, life is really busy with 3 children and a career in software development. I'm always busy, I've always got a lot going on. It's really hard to fit in the amount of fitness I would like to be able to do. And the goal for me isn't really, perfection or achieving like a dream body or something like that anymore. It's just about staying fit and healthy. I can't do like a perfect routine or stick to the perfect plan anymore. I just have to find ways of fitting in good workouts that fit into my lifestyle and routine. And rucking always manages to fit in. And the good thing about rucking is that it's a cardio workout. It gets your breathing up, especially when you go up hills. And it's also strength training because I'm carrying 25 kilos on my back in this backpack. That's working the muscles in my legs and my abs, muscles in my back, all the sort of postural muscles keeping you upright and supporting that weight. I can feel it in my shoulders, so it's helping me maintain a useful level of strength that I can carry weight around with, and that carries over into other aspects of your life. And because I'm carrying that extra weight, I'm burning a lot more calories than I would be if I was just walking without the weight. So we're burning a lot of calories, we're improving our cardio, and we're getting some strength training in all at the same time. So I always choose rucking first if I've got that spare hour to do some exercise. Rucking is what I always go and do first. And the good thing about it is that it gives me an intense workout where I feel exhausted afterwards. I know I've worked hard. If I go out for an hour with 25 kilos on my back and do, say, just over 5 kilometers up and down little hills through the woods, when I get back and I sit down and take the backpack off, I'll feel it. Like, I'll feel tired, but the next day my knees will be fine, my ankles are fine, like all my joints are okay. Whereas if I did an equivalent effort on a run, I know I'd feel sore in my knees the next day and I wouldn't be able to just do it again. With rucking, if I had the time and it fitted, I could go out and do this every day. Like, it doesn't seem to require the recovery because you're going at a steady walking pace. You're not pushing the same impact down through your joints as if when you're running. Because when you're running, you're actually jumping in the air, and then that's intensifying everything. Being able to recover really is the key to being consistent. That's what I find. When you're consistent with your workouts, that's when you really start to get the benefits from it. And not just physical benefits, but for rucking, I find like there's a whole load of mental improvements you get. Improving your mindset and your ability to stick with difficult things makes you a more resilient person. And also just getting out away from screens, like your computer screen or your phone, away from like the stress in the house sometimes of noisy kids and pets and, you know, all the stresses of your daily life. It's good to take a break from that and get out, go walk around in nature, give your mind a reset. And I don't listen to any music or podcasts when I go out and do this. I just focus on like the weight that I'm carrying, and how it feels, and how determined I am to get through and get back, and just absorb the surroundings really. And that makes me feel a lot better. Like pulling myself away from whatever stress I have at work. Say if I'm working from home, it's too easy to sit there and just carry on and convince yourself that like, no, you're too busy, you need to carry on working, you've got to get this stuff done. I always force myself to take the break, go out for an hour, and when I come back, normally you can tackle things with a fresh sort of perspective, and your brain's had a little bit of a break, and you're just being a better person for it, I think, because ultimately it's putting you in a better mood, and that's going to carry over into all the other aspects of your life if you're in a good mood rather than a bad mood. Rucking's a hack for resetting your state of mind and putting you in that good mood. And it's easy to be consistent with rucking because when you've got family and kids, there's a lot of barriers to doing exercise. Like, there's always something you need to do. There's always something you need to do, or someone you need to look after. And kids restrict your life in a lot of ways. They limit your free time, and it's hard to, go on a run with small children. But rucking, I can always do this and push the pushchair, or because you're not running and no one needs to keep up with your fast pace, with rucking you can really slow things down. If you just want to go out for a walk with a toddler even, which I do sometimes, even if you're going slow, you still have this weight on your back. Your shoulders are still supporting it, your back's still holding it up. So it's hard, even if you're not walking fast. Just carrying it is hard. Just standing still with it on is tiring. So you can just take a little walk up to the park with small children and stand around, and you're still getting some benefits from it and finding it difficult. If your children are a bit older, you can go for more of a proper walk. If you're with your wife, you can go out for a walk, whether they're carrying weight or not. Whereas with running, you really need someone to be running with you, or you need to be running on your own. So there's less barriers to entry. All you have to do is put the backpack on and go out, and you can do this alongside old people, young people, children, walk the dog. It's just always going to fit. There's less excuses for why you can't put the backpack on and go. I like it. It enables me to burn more calories than just going for a regular walk, and pair that up with eating a good diet, focusing on protein, helps you stay leaner all year round and not get too fat. It's keeping a base level of strength in my legs and back and abs without actually doing too much weight training at the moment. Still maintaining some strength. Just urge people to go out and give rucking a try, because It really does fit in well, and I don't think a lot of people consider it. They think their only options are like joining a gym, lifting weights, or going running outside or on a treadmill. And there's so many more things you can do, and I think rucking just really fits in well for people who have like a family life, because life does get too busy at this stage. Like, people who have kids and are in that 30s and 40s area probably, you do lose so much freedom. You are restricted, and exercise is one of those things that, I mean, look around, like, so many people are overweight because it's hard when you have limited time left to relax, and then you need to give up that time to go and do a workout. For most people, it's just not worth it, and exercise just disappears out of their life. And I think with rucking, it's a way that more people probably could maintain some sort of exercise routine that fits in well, so they don't really have to give up anything else to do. It's the best way of incorporating strength training and cardio at the same time, and maybe just taking your kids out for a walk or a trip to the park or something. Your exercise routine doesn't need to be perfect. You just have to fit something in, something like rucking, as often as you can, and that will help you at least maintain some sort of health as you get older. And then maybe when your kids grow up, you can pick things up again and do more varied exercises or activities or sports that a lot of people have to let go of when they get too busy. Anyway, I'm gonna put my phone away now and head home, finish the walk, 1 hour, 25 kilos, and the sun's out, so it's an enjoyable one.